deserves to be in jail for the rest of his life. Kiernan Brown's it.
That's Ingham County Sheriff Scott Wriggelsworth, who wants no part of a plea bargain for a man charged with murdering 2 women. Tonight, the sheriff and one of the victims' fathers are criticizing County Prosecutor Carol Seaman for offering Brown a deal that could have him released in 30 years. They talked about it with Fox 47's Kellan Buddy.
It's been over 400 days since Kaylee Brock and Julie Mooney were brutally murdered. Their killer hasn't been convicted yet, but he might have the chance to walk free after at least 30 years in prison. Brock's father tells me he was shocked to hear about the plea offer.
I can't imagine that 30 years from now that a man who did such horrible things to human beings would be allowed the opportunity to walk among us again.
Kiernan Brown is charged with killing Brock and Mooney in early May of last year. While Roger Brock wants to see him convicted, he wants it to come from a jury trial, not a plea bargain.
My daughter doesn't get the opportunity to walk among us. Julie doesn't get the opportunity to walk among us. We don't get a parole. We don't get any reprieve. Kaylee and Julie didn't get any reprieve. So why should this person ever get a reprieve?
Those sentiments backed up by Ingham County Sheriff Scott Wriggelsworth, who asked Attorney General Dana Nessel to take the case away from County Prosecutor Carol Seaman.
To get out and potentially have the ability to kill again scares the death out of me. Both families think this is nowhere near justice for their loved ones, and I agree with them.
Brock and Wriggelsworth aren't confident even the maximum 50 years in that plea deal could change who Kiernan Brown is.
He had made the statement that he wanted to be the greatest serial killer of all time. He hasn't done that yet. So he'll have 30 to 50 years to think about how he's going to complete that.
He freely admitted that he was going to go kill other people, random people, until he got caught. If ever somebody deserves to be in jail for the rest of his life, Kiernan Brown's it.
Sheriff Wriggelsworth tells me it's abundantly clear the Ingham County prosecutor was more worried about getting Kiernan Brown a hearing in front of a parole board than she was about getting justice for the victims and their families. Reporting in East Lansing, I'm Kellan Buddy, Fox 47 News.
We've reached out to Ingham County Prosecutor Carol Seaman for comment, but she has not gotten back to us. We'll update the story when we hear from her.